What is up, OSM? We're glad to have you on Wednesday night live of this, whatever this is. Is this Spring Break 10.0? Is that what we're in now?
We were 10 last week.
Oh, we're 10. So we'll be 11.0. I don't know. I lost count a long time ago. All I do know this, next week will no longer be a point. Oh, it's summer at that point, right? So praise God, we've got to that point in our life where it's summer. So, we've already had basically 3 months of it, but here we are. A couple different things. I don't really have headlines for you. I just have congratulations to our graduating seniors. Tomorrow night, I believe, would have started the graduation ceremonies. I think Bushland was tomorrow night, or should be tomorrow night, and then it just kind of runs throughout the course of this weekend. We had this awesome opportunity to have our graduate recognition in here at church this Sunday. It's so great to see all of our seniors face to face and just kind of see how ornery they are, and it was just good to see them. And then, of course, everybody else who was here. So, congratulations! I know that some of you guys finished strong and coasted across that finish line. Some of you kind of look like maybe you had just finished a marathon and you were crawling across. Man, it's your senior summer. Enjoy it. I'm not going to say run it like you stole it. Pay attention and be smart. But enjoy it and enjoy this time. So, announcements coming up next week. Actually, this weekend, Sunday, we're going to be together to an extent. We're going to have church on the parking lot, just like we did exactly 1 year ago. And for those of you guys who don't know or don't remember, we had a bonfire about this time 1 year ago. I guess it would be a year ago tomorrow. And we had our student building caught on fire, and every building was without power. And so we did some troubleshooting. We ended up having a service on the parking lot, and it ended up being just probably one of the best services we'd had in a while. And so it's not a matter of memorial of that. It's just we get a chance to meet, and it apparently is May that is a big issue for us. Huh? That's a hump we got to get over. But anyway, we'll be out here 10:30. Come and be a part of it. We will have social distancing going on. We're going to have chairs placed at different places and all of that good stuff. If some of you or your parents don't want to get out of the car, you just want to show up and sit in your car and just be a part of it and all of that, great. Come on, we have parking places for you. So that'll be coming up. This summer, again, we don't have youth camp as we know it, but we're planning on doing something else. We're going to have an event the same days, June 22nd through, I believe, the 24th. And it's going to be up here at the church, but we're going to have missions, we're going to have a speaker, we're going to have a band, we're going to have all of that kind of stuff, and we're going to have some fun kind of late night things that maybe, I don't know if we're going to get wet, if we're just going to throw stuff at each other. I don't know. We'll tell you in June. But that's coming. So, camp kind of brings me to something else. Every year, never fails. There is an individual that I am asked, are they going to camp? It's not me. Thank you. It's not me. It is Troy. So I want to introduce Troy Navarrete as he is coming up. This is the Troy, Mr. Troy. And it's truth. Every year I get asked this, is Troy going? Is Troy and Kelly going? And if I say no, they're like, okay. I'm going. No. So anyway, Troy has been involved with our student ministry and really the ministries of this church forever. So we're glad you're here. I'm glad to have you. And I have to tell you, it has actually taken a long time to get Troy in here, not because he wouldn't do it, but because I did not know how to get Troy. I didn't know if you like hot stuff or not. I didn't know if I could make you throw up. you stumped me. You pickled the beast, man. And it was funny. So I was like, man, I got to put it off until I can do this. And then here we are. And I still don't think this is it. This is a happy medium. What we're going to do later on is just me admitting defeat, but we have to do something for the camera. So here we are, but I get to get you on here. So I'm glad you're here.
There is stuff floating in there, so that could be interesting.
So it could be, I might get it yet. Okay.
Of course, my son has drank out of my drink, and there's
Yeah.
been stuff left floating in there when he's done.
Which
so.
is true. Just based on the fact that Marcus drank after you drank after Marcus, you're probably immune to coronavirus.
There you go.
So
That's
that
probably
probably
true.
that's a perk. So we're going to play a quick game. We're going to play it of this or that. So for those of you who are at home watching, type it in the comments. Send me a text message which one you would prefer. So this is it. First question, card game or board game?
Oh, man.
Type that in the comment. Card, board, which one would you do?
Dude, that's hard because I like them both. I love to play games.
Okay, Desert Island, which one are you taking?
I would have to take card game, I think.
Okay.
Just
okay.
because if I needed to, I could play somebody,
Okay.
or I could play by myself. Board game, you're usually pretty stuck. You need other
Yeah.
people.
Okay, okay. All right. Well, you'd always win, I guess. But all right, so card game, board game, you'd go card. I think I would go card as well. Yeah, I like the versatility of it, I think.
Yeah.
All right, ninjas or pirates?
I'd have to go ninjas all the way, man.
Ninjas, are you?
Ninjas all the way.
All right, put that in the comments. Text me, ninjas or pirates. So you're going ninjas.
Oh yeah, the stealth, man.
All right.
Show up out of nowhere, disappear.
All right, I'm a pirate. I am a pirate. I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I'm going.
I could see that.
I'm going pirate. I really am.
Could see that.
I really am. Let's see. Next one: TV shows or movie?
I'd have to go movie. It's a little longer, but I love the fact that, man, it's new, exciting usually.
Okay.
I'd go movie.
Okay. All right. I think I'd probably go movie too. Don't get me wrong. I go on show benders all the time.
Yeah.
But movie. I don't know if you do this. It drives Christy crazy. So you probably don't do it because I think I'm the only weird one who does. So I have a ton of movies, DVDs, and things like that, right? And I will watch a movie over the course of a week, but I'll watch it in 30-minute segments.
No.
So it'll take me all week to watch the movie, but
I anchor in, man. If I plug one in, I'm
you're
there.
in it. You're in it. I watch them during lunch or something like that, and I'll start a movie and be like, all right, that's a good place to stop, and I'll just come back. So yeah,
Kelly's a lot like that. Maybe I need to try that because she can't sit and watch a movie. So maybe I need to try
I'm
that.
telling you, man.
Watch it over a course of a week with her.
Yeah. It always it threw my rhythm off when I would have like spring break or summer, because the boys would come in and they would watch a movie, and that would wreck my spot. And be like,
where was I?
I don't even know. I guess I'll just start it here in the middle somewhere. So, anyway, okay. Couch or recliner?
Oh, man, that's tougher than I would think. I like a good recliner. I like my recliner, but man, a good couch. I'm gonna go recliner.
I think I'm going recliner as well.
Yeah.
That's a good call. That's a good call. All right, perfect teeth or perfect hair?
Teeth. Got to be able to eat, man.
Okay, all
And
right.
not even because they're shining. I just want them to be able to eat.
Okay, that's it. Of the two of those, I think, ironically, I'm probably going teeth as well. Yeah. Perfect hair would be ideal, but that boat has sailed. So, okay, I know the
Mine's
answer to this.
sailing, so.
Yeah, I know the answer to this one, and we part ways on it. Mountains or beach?
Oh, mountains.
Mountains,
Without a doubt.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
hate sand.
Yeah. I'm going beach immediately. Right on. Hawaii would be ideal. But.
Sand is like glitter.
Oh yeah, that's it. So favorite place? Where would you go? Like, where's your favorite place to go in the mountains?
You know, for me, it's just a place where there would be a lake.
Oh, okay.
If I could fish,
All right.
Drop a hook, man, I'd be at peace.
Okay. All right.
So it wouldn't matter what mountain,
Just-
where at, I just need the water.
All right. All right. All right. Last one. I really don't know this one. I might could guess it. City or country?
You know, I'd have to go city.
City? Okay.
Yeah.
That's probably where I would have guessed.
Yeah, that I would have to go city. Probably just for the sheer fact is as much as I hate to admit it, I probably need people.
Yeah, yeah, right on. Right on. All right, so normal questions that we ask every time. I already know the answer to one of these because I heard you say it one time. For those of you who don't know, Troy is usually over there behind the camera and working the different camera displays, actually. So I hear his answers on a whole lot of these. All right, so especially this one, toilet paper substitute. We're kind of over that now, but we just kind of...
We got to go with
Yeah,
it,
right.
huh?
So,
What did I say? I don't even remember what I said. Did I say leave? No, I didn't say
No.
leave. No, what did I?
you straight said, go ahead. I think it's on.
Nope.
No.
What did I say?
You said, and it happened the first time, you said, I'm just going to get in the shower.
Oh, yeah. Just crawl in the shower. Yeah, I couldn't remember what I was like. Yeah, I'm not going to substitute anything. I'm just going to crawl in the shower, rinse it off.
By far the most practical answer. I think it was during Ben's carpet thing. You were like, no, I'm just going to get in the shower.
Yeah, just getting in the shower. None of that sounds good.
Yeah,
So,
it's just nothing. And it's right there, right? All right. So it was an Olympic year. I've asked this question, but I don't know this one. It's an Olympic year. They've been canceled. Thank you, COVID. So you're an Olympic athlete. You're going to be in the Olympics. What's the sport that you're in it for?
man, dream sport or
Just ideal, man.
what
This is
realistic sport?
dream sport that you could just like, yes, lifelong dream.
I'd have to go bobsled, man.
Really?
Winter Olympics.
All right. Okay.
I would love to fly down that track, dude.
Yeah. So our paths have come back across. It's not necessarily bobsled, but I want to ride a skeleton
Oh yeah.
head first. Shut
yeah.
up, send it.
Yeah, I would do that in a heartbeat, man.
All right. Nice. We're back.
luge.
But see, that's the mountains, so I don't know, man. If we could get that on the beach, that would be ideal. Yeah. All right. So if you could be on any reality TV show, which one would you choose? Reality TV. So not like Friends. Although I might pay to see you on Friends.
You know, for me, I'd have to go Biggest Loser.
Okay.
I watch those things fanatically, man.
Okay.
As I sit there and eat a cheeseburger and
Getting the donut crumbs off.
yeah, bag of chips.
Yes. So given this and the topic that I have for tonight, and it really when I asked you about it the other day to be in here, which I think it was last Wednesday or Sunday. Anyway, and you said
Sunday.
yes.
Yeah.
You said yes.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. Not only were you going to be hard to get, but you're a lock. I know you're going to say yes. Okay? Not because you're a glutton for punishment, but because you have this character trait that is so it's such a God thing. And I think it's built into you anyway, both you and Kelly. But it's this servant. It's this servant lifestyle and just servanthood. I knew that if I asked you to do it, you were going to say yes. And I know this because there isn't a given time that we're together that I don't get asked the question, what do you need, boss? That happens. Is the sun up? Are we at church? Yes, I've been asked that question by you. And it's great. I love it. I do. And it points to your heart. And so it reminds me, and you and Kelly both do. You remind me of a story in the Bible. And So if you have a Bible at home, turn with me, and then I'll just read it here. But it's John chapter 13. It starts in verse 1, and we're dealing with Jesus. And it says, "Now before the feast of the Passover," so 13:1, John 13:1, "when Jesus knew that his hour had come to depart of this world to the Father, having loved his own who were in the world, he loved them to the end." Verse 2, "During supper, when the devil had already put it into the hearts of Judas Iscariot, Simon's son, to betray him, Jesus, knowing the Father had given him all things into his hands, and that had come from God and was going back to God, rose from the supper. He laid aside his outer garment, and taking a towel, tied it around his waist, and then he poured water into a basin and began to wash the disciples' feet and to wipe them with the towel that he had wrapped around him." So that's the passage, and immediately after you had said yes, like I knew you would, man, this has been a passage that was just bouncing around in my head because you have set a pattern of making it about others, and really even thinking about your life and even preparing for this. I say your life, just the life as I've seen it. Okay. That I think there are some characteristics that are in a believer who has chosen a life that is service. And one, it's this, and this is where I'll have some questions for you. That person is going to demonstrate their love when they serve. So you, has this always been you? Has this always just been something that has been just a part of your lifestyle? Has it been a moment where you just felt God like, no, man, this is just about others? What?
I'd say yes. If you ask my brother and sister, they'd probably say no. They said I was a typical baby of the family and got my way all the time. I don't necessarily remember it that way, but that's okay. Yeah, I can remember as far back as being a kid, I was riding double on a bike with a younger kid who was on the back of my bike. I was giving him a ride on my bike and remember crashing, and I ripped my knee up and my hands up really bad. I was bleeding everywhere, and my whole thought was how is the other kid? Yeah. And that's all I kept asking everyone was how is them. I've had same when I've had a car wreck and had my friend in the car with me. I've always thought of others first, and one of my strongest traits when I was a lifeguard was teaching beginning swimming. I didn't do as well with the advanced swimmers because they really didn't need much help, but the beginning swimming was always one of my strongest to teach, and most people hated teaching beginning swimmers, and I loved it because that was one of the easiest things. Man, I don't know how to say it, but that I feel like as I evaluate my life, that was the gift God gave me, was to care and serve others, and I've just embraced it.
Yeah. How long have you? Let me ask you this: with being at this church, so how long have you been at this church? And then the follow-up question is, how long have you helped with the youth group?
I've been in Oasis for since '93. I started in the old church and moved with the church over to here. And I guess I've always been debating that. I think it's been somewhere between 10 and 12 years that I've been helping out in the youth.
Okay.
Now, I helped for about 2 or 3 years in the children's ministry. I helped there, and then I grew up. But I did preschool as well. Kelly and I started in preschool. I think Dusty was one of my last kids that we actually taught in preschool, and then was with him out there when he graduated as well. So we just kind of moved along that way and kind of moved up with our kids. So
you just in it. You're a lifer.
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah.
Now, interesting enough, though, when I first joined this church, I didn't want to help with the kids and the youth.
Yeah.
Simply because of my job. is helping with kids.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so I was afraid of burning myself out. And so probably from I don't know when I started helping in the preschool. Um, Alyssa was still in preschool. So that would have been somewhere in around the 93, 94, 95, right around in there.
Mm-hmm.
But I, when it came time to actually commit to helping out in the youth, I struggled with it a little bit,
Yeah.
simply because that's what I do 5 days a week as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. I could see that.
But it's been a tremendous blessing ever
Yeah.
since I've done it, and I'm glad I did.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, absolutely. Um, so coming out there and just even being involved, I was making jokes earlier about, is Troy going to camp with us? And I mean, you just made an impact out there. The reality is, 9 times out of 10, you have in a youth ministry that is going well, there needs to be other connections other than just the student pastor. And clearly you've done that, right? And I think that this is it. Is some of them have seen, and this is another characteristic I think of a believer whose life is that of service is, and there's just a certain amount of sacrifice of service. Where you give of yourself, whether it's money, whether it's time, or whether it's just resources. And you've done that, and you and Kelly both have. And for those at home and wherever you may be watching, it's an individual that invests in others. You do, and you invest in our youth ministry and the individuals. There's a whole lot of things that I know this, nobody else does, and it kind of drives me crazy from time to time for obvious reasons. That there's a whole lot of our things that you do for us that I know comes out of your pocket, and I'm not. It is what it is. We do the same thing. We get it. But man, there's a sacrifice that goes with that. And one, we appreciate it, but two, why is that sacrifice to somebody who's a servant? Why is that sacrifice worth it?
For me, it's wow. To see when I invest in the kids or in just someone in general, and to see that the movement that God makes in their life, there's nothing else like it.
Yeah,
It's
right on.
probably one of the most rewarding things I've ever experienced. If I sit back in my shell and be selfish and don't get involved and don't take part, yeah, my life will be okay. I've got a good life. But to be able to see someone else's life connect and that light go on where they say, wow, this is God in my life. This is God working in my life. It's a glow that
Yeah.
man, it's so inspiring for me to see that. But in Mark 10, Jesus tells us that he didn't come to be served. He came to serve.
Right.
And then he made the ultimate sacrifice and gave his life for everyone. And I guess we say it the best when we say you're never more like Jesus than when you're serving others. And that's what I strive for, is to show somebody a little bit of piece of God's love and grace.
Yeah. Man, and that's such a statement of just truth. And I tell this to just about anybody that's, clinically, I think you can prove it with folks who are suffering from depression. One of the biggest, I say remedies, I hesitate to use the word cure, but remedies for it is service of others, just investing in somebody else. And I think the other side that comes out of that, and it's not why we do it, and it's certainly not why you do it, isn't to have your time in front of the camera.
Yeah.
You do it, but a byproduct of that is, I believe that God honors that, and He blesses us. He blesses you for it. He blesses you for your service of others. He blesses you for the service that is the behind the scenes stuff. Certainly, there are times where you get your bell rung. You know,
Yeah.
the service of others. God is a good God. Man, He lets us have some love. But seeing you, it's just one. It's inspiring in this, and I appreciate it. Again, I appreciate what you have done for our student ministry, and certainly for really bigger for what you've done for the students. I think that you and I have had this conversation multiple times of, look, we're in this because we believe in the students. I mean, that's pure and simple. That is, and if there was any doubt, you just simply ask. But going into, what would you say to anybody who's watching this at home, adult, youth, maybe it's somebody who is in Michigan that's watching this, wherever it is, what would you say to them? What would you say to an individual who is hesitant to get involved with their church, with their youth group? What would you say to them?
I get it. Plain and simple, it's a commitment, and it's something that if you're going to do it, you have to put your heart into it. So what I would say is, you want to see what Christ can do in your life, serve it, serve others, watch and see what God can do in your life. The blessings that I have experienced and that have been bestowed upon me by Christ, it's amazing. I have a wonderful family. I have 2 wonderful children. I'm not the richest man in Amarillo, but I can do what I need to do. And that's because of what God does for me. I can guarantee you everything I've done because I believe I owe Christ because of what He's done for me. Man, He can do some amazing things in your life if you open your eyes and you look at it, but you're really never truly going to see what He does for you until you start serving others. I would tell you, step in, give it a try, and then sit back and watch, because God does amazing things.
Yeah, right on. Right on. That's a phenomenal answer. As we kind of wrap up this time, this is truly a heartfelt thank you for your service and for helping us. Thank you for our conversations. This is always one of those things. I started this church five years ago, and coming in, it's new, and I really appreciated you. You serve me as I serve the students, and that's incredible. And so I really appreciate it, and the students appreciate it. Clearly, they do, and they love you guys. And there isn't enough time for us to tell both of you all thank you enough for what you do for the student ministry, but really what you do here at the church. You're first here and you're one of the last to leave of just helping. For those of you who are at home, I want to encourage you to just get involved. Even if it's not what you think is your ideal spot. If we're just going to be forthcoming about it, service isn't always the ideal situation. That's right. It's just, and I can use the context of Jesus. He knew what had just happened. He knew what was about to happen. And so what did He choose to do? Love others, wash their feet, humble. And so others, serving others. And Troy, man, we thank you. And that's, we love you, man. We love you guys. So thanks.
Thank you.
Moving into this. All right. So what we're going to do, in the comment section, anybody who is watching right now, you can text me. You can put it in the comment section. You put in the word soda, Soda. I know this is Texas. I would say Cokes, but we all understand that's right. Everybody else is wrong. We'll just go ahead and go with soda, though. So, soda, type soda in the comments. And what I will do is I will go to United, which I got all of these, and I will pick a random selection, and I will bring that to you. So we'll figure that out. I guarantee there will be at least one. I know for sure that one of these drinks is pooty. It's not great. I'll tell you my story on it here in just a moment. But I'll bring it by. So soda, text it to me. Put it in the comment section, soda, and we'll randomly pick a name tomorrow night. Cool? All right, so the way we're going to go with this is we'll start with yours. You pick random, whichever one that you want to. We're both going to try it. This is going to be the criteria that we have. I have no clue how many we got here, so we'll just go. So here's the criteria that we're basing everything on. One is going to be, this is great. And I recommend it to my friends. This would be phenomenal. The other end of the spectrum is going to be, yeah, this is great, and you're going to give it to that person that you want to trick. Okay? So, Kaduki and awesome.
But don't we do that with everybody? When
Yeah,
something
we do,
tastes bad, you say, dude, taste this.
Yeah, try
this is awful.
Yeah, it's that raccoon commercial or whatever. Here, try this.
Dude, really, man?
You just want everybody to go down in flames with you.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, so I just saw there's a comment that was made by a lady. You probably know her, Alyssa May. She said, soda, love you. I'm going to send your drinks with your parents when they come visit you or something. So thanks for listing that.
All right. This is Dang That's Good Butterscotch Root Beer. I can already tell you it's probably not good because it says gluten-free.
Oh, right.
Sorry to all of you that have to do that.
Hashtag no fun. All right. So there were some of these that were deceptively close to alcohol-looking beverages. And I thought that is not, if I'm going to lose my job, it's not going to be because I had root beer sitting in front of me on camera. So.
Are we sloshing?
Nah, man, we'll just take that. We took the rest of that. Yeah. It's not bad, actually.
It's not bad, but you got to like butterscotch.
You got to like butterscotch.
It's very distinct, though. You can taste the root beer and you taste the butterscotch.
Yeah. I'd be okay.
It doesn't blend well together.
No, I'd be okay if I never had that again. I feel like that's going to mess with the flavor of everything else.
Yeah, it really does. I got a little water here. I'm on.
Okay, dog drool. Dog drool. All right. Oh, I got to use this correctly. This is from Always, SK for Avery's. It's so disgusting. Whatever. Orange lemon. There is a thing on there that says what it is. All right, there you go. It might be good.
So it's just orange and lemon?
That's what they say.
All right.
I think they're liars, but whatever. I'm going to take that root beer over that drink.
I would take the root beer.
That's
kind of
it's drool. It's drool.
You know what it reminds me of? Chewing on a piece of paper.
Yeah, that's a good call.
That's what it reminds me of.
I feel like if you dissolved Smarties in water and then put some carbonation in it, that would be that
yeah, there you go.
pooty drink. I hate that. That's awful. I'm not even going to finish that. That's not as bad as some of that stuff from last week, but...
Oh. All right. He went dog drool. I'm going to go celery soda. Dr. Brown's Celery.
Celery.
I'm not a big celery fan, so I'm not looking forward to this one. I'll get it out of the way.
It looks weird. It's weird. That reminds me of that song by Silly Songs with Larry. You know?
Kind of has an alcohol smell.
It's not, though.
Tastes like celery.
That's awful, man. Okay, of the last two, which one's worse?
Celery.
You think so?
I do. I'm getting more of an aftertaste.
Yeah,
than I
the
am.
aftertaste is awful. I didn't think these were going to be as bad as they are.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. All right, I need to maybe something a little more predictable. Mr. Cucumber, sparkling cucumber beverage. Yay. I like cucumber, though. You like cucumber?
I do like cucumber.
I feel like it's going to make us burp. Isn't that what cucumbers do? I end up putting everything over here on yours. Like, I don't want this on my table.
That's all right. It smells like cucumber.
Mm-hmm.
That's not,
Yeah, that's awful.
not bad. I don't think I'd.
I think it's actually clashing with the last two things. It's probably not. All right.
Cucumber and celery usually go together. In a
Oh, we
soup.
should try that here in a minute.
Oh, yeah. Mix them.
Yeah, we'll mix them.
We could do that.
Everything but the root beer. It's just going to taste like root beer at that point. All right.
All right, my
Your
turn.
flavor. I think this is going to be a good one.
I'm going to get the.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We got some pop.
has arrived. Ah,
This is
I have a funky taste in my mouth. Yeah, thank you.
Dublin's Vintage Cola. It's a craft soda.
Whatever, man. That's a good Coke. All right. I'm going to save that one for last, but this next one.
Smells like Coke.
Does it?
Yeah.
All right. All colas taste like Pepsi to me.
This is pretty
RC
Pepsi.
or something like
Yeah.
that.
This is kind of like an RC or a Pepsi. It's not even close to a Coke.
Yeah, I've got the burps already. Okay. Martian poop soda.
Oh. Already starting out bad if it's got poop in it.
It does. It actually has a green poop on it. I'm sorry, it's an ice cream emoji. That's what it has on it. It's a Martian ice cream emoji.
All right. Do they? They don't even tell you. Uses pure cane sugar.
Yeah,
I don't know what you do with sugar and poop, but
it's the good diabetes.
that's actually pretty good. Got kind of a berry flavor. You
Yeah.
don't like that?
I don't.
I can handle that one.
Yeah, so
So far, the celery's the worst thing I've drank.
yeah, the celery is by far the worst. So for those of you guys who are at home, you don't know this, but I'm on this diet where I haven't had sugar in a long time. So it's like I'm sitting here twitching in the first place, but that's awful. It's really sweet.
That is it is very sweet. Kind of a berry flavor.
Yeah.
All right. This is,
Man, look how full that bottle is.
I know.
They
This
mean
is,
it. They didn't make it by chips or anything.
This is Kitty Piddle.
It's whiz.
There you go.
It does. It kind of
It
does.
says pineapple and orange.
Pineapple orange.
Can't go
Oh, that
wrong.
should be good.
Can't go wrong with pineapple and
I
orange.
feel like you should hike your leg when you pour it, though.
Make that bloop, 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 bloop
Yeah.
sound.
It's better than the other one, but that's not great.
I don't know. I like the poop
Yeah.
better. Never thought I'd say that.
Yeah, it's better than the dog drool.
Yeah, it's better than the dog drool.
So kitty piddle. That's so if you spill this, is that like a guaranteed I'm rubbing somebody's nose in that? How's that work? Look what you did. I don't think I'll buy that one again though. Not for my own consumption. All right. So this is
Last one.
yeah. So I've had this one before. In Vermont. So top 10 places that I don't really think of, like, oh, I bet they have phenomenal food, right? That's not it. So I got this because this was the preferred drink of Calvin Coolidge, president.
Oh,
I mean, hello. So when you drink this, you got to lift your pinky.
Okay.
It's royalty almost. I'll let you have your assessment of it. I'll give you my assessment of it.
is it
I don't know, man. It's just
distinctively different? Mm-hmm.
coming off of Piddle.
That doesn't set well.
Yeah, it's still the same.
That's like medicine. That's like, I think I had this in, what do they call it? Formula 44? The cough syrup?
It reminds, it's so bad, dude. The aftertaste. It reminds, for those of you at home. All right, so before I say that, all right, best one you think so far. Oh my God,
Man, I think I got to go the poop. That was pretty good for me.
All right.
I like that.
I think I'm probably gonna go with that double one, man. It was all right.
The soda?
Yeah. It's probably the one I would be like, hey man, you need to drink this one. This would be my friend. Which one would you give to like, no, this is really good, and it's not.
Oh, that'd be this one.
Yeah, that Moxie.
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
the dude. There's fuzz in it. You got to try it.
Yeah, it's great. This drink tastes like if you took Worcestershire sauce that you put on a steak and you carbonated it.
I could see that.
I had it in a restaurant in Vermont, and I thought, yeah, that'd be great. And I took a drink off it, and I was twitching. I can feel it now. I was like, how do you people drink this? Calvin Coolidge, he's a kook, you know?
Is he a Democrat or?
I don't know, man. I don't know, but he loved it apparently. So,
That's all.
so that would be the one. All right, so there's our starter.
Okay.
Everything goes in.
Oh,
Everything.
everything.
Or suicide.
Oh, okay, I
man.
can do that.
Yeah, I think Ben put on there that it needs to be a suicide. Yeah, this is bad choices, but we gotta up this. Oh, don't put that one in. Oh, that's a root beer.
I did just a swig.
All right, that's gonna taste like root beer, man.
Nah, celery will kill everything.
Celery, man, that's a salad.
I don't even know what I have it put in there.
I don't think I've put all the same stuff in there.
Have you done that one?
I don't think so.
Poop?
Put a little poop in there.
Yeah, no poop.
Is it poop? Is it Willie? Is it Willie poop? All right, here we go.
Man, I still get that paper
It's that awful
taste
one.
from the drool.
It's the drool. All right, the drool takes it. That's the worst one to me. It
I
overpowered.
can't believe it overpowered the celery.
Oh, that's horrible. Yeah, I'm done. I think I would rather eat nasty stuff next time. Guys, for those of you at home, I will choose the names for whoever won this, and I'll guarantee you're getting a bottle of Moxie. I'm just saying that. All right, you're getting that. I'll pick the rest of them as we get there. Troy, thank you. Thank you for your service with us, and thank you for serving the kingdom. Thank you for being here tonight and going here with all these crazy drinks, and it wasn't completely awful. In the near future, we're going to have a pretty nasty challenge, and we'll get you back in here so that I can punish you through that. So tonight was relatively tame, but next time,
It's coming.
love you, bro. You're going down with the ship, though. So that's it. Guys, we'll see you later. Love you.